My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time.
Hold on to those smartphones because the latest move in global trade might just hit them where it hurts most, the price tag. The United States has slapped a 46% tariff on imports from Vietnam, and this isn't just some behind-the-scenes paperwork shuffle. It's a move so big, it could make your next iPhone cost more than your rent, shake up how tech giants operate, and leave consumers wondering what hit them faster than a toddler with a crayon on a white wall. So what exactly is going on here? To get the full picture, we need to talk about Vietnam's glow up in the tech world. Over the past decade, Vietnam has quietly become a major player in electronics manufacturing. Companies like Apple, Samsung, and Intel have been sliding into Vietnam's DMs with billions in investments. Why? Because it's cheaper than China, and they get to diversify their production like they're making a financial smoothie. But with this new 46% tariff, that cost advantage, poof, gone, like your AirPods the moment you need them. Now let's break down what a 46% tariff actually means. A tariff is basically the government saying, nice product you got there. Be a shame if someone taxed it. If a company was importing a component from Vietnam for $100, it now costs them $146. That extra $46 doesn't just vanish into the ether. It gets passed along like a hot potato. Manufacturers raise prices, stores bump up their tags, and guess who ends up paying more? Yep, the consumer. And no, you didn't even get a vote on it. So why would the US do this? It all ties back to trade policies that try to bring jobs back home and reduce reliance on foreign manufacturing. Former President Donald Trump was a big fan of this strategy, treating tariffs like Pokemon cards. He's already played this game with China and Mexico, and now it's Vietnam's turn to draw from the deck. The goal is to make it so expensive to import stuff that companies just say, fine, we'll build it here. But here's the twist, it's not that simple. If it were, we'd already be living in a world full of made-in-America iPhones and eating bald eagle nuggets or something. Setting up factories in the US isn't like microwaving a burrito. It takes years to build, hire, train, and develop the logistics. Meanwhile, businesses are scrambling to deal with higher costs, and consumers feel the sting before any potential benefits show up, if they ever do. It's like trying to fix your car with duct tape. Take Apple, for example. They've been shifting some production from China to Vietnam to dodge tariffs and avoid geopolitical drama. But now, this Vietnam tariff is like switching from one frying pan to another, spicier frying pan. Going back to China isn't ideal either, considering India or Malaysia means new red tape, unfamiliar infrastructure, and possibly dealing with time zones that make scheduling meetings feel like summoning demons. And it's not just iPhones in the danger zone. Laptops, tablets, earbuds, any tech with Vietnamese parts is getting caught in the crossfire. Companies might try to play cool and eat the cost for a while, but let's be honest, those margins are thinner than hotel toilet paper, so sooner or later, prices start creeping up like that one weird uncle at a family barbecue. Vietnam, on the other hand, is feeling the burn too. The country has spent years building up its tech manufacturing reputation, modern facilities, a skilled workforce, and a vibe that screams supply chain king. But this tariff, it's like getting benched right when you're about to win MVP. Investors might start looking elsewhere, and Vietnam's booming rise could slow to a frustrated crawl. And here's the ironic twist of it all. The very tariffs meant to reduce reliance on foreign manufacturing might just end up making it harder to find reliable partners. It's like trying to cut carbs and ending up allergic to salad. Of course, there are folks who defend the move. Some argue that Vietnam's been playing a little loose with trade rules or doling out unfair government help. They say the tariff is just Uncle Sam keeping things fair. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, tech companies don't like surprises, especially expensive ones. And in an industry that moves faster than your Wi-Fi after you pay the bill, delays and cost hikes are a recipe for getting left behind. Also, can we talk about the timing? Inflation is still hanging around like that one guest who won't leave your party. People are already stretching their budgets like yoga instructors, and now a tariff bomb drops? It's like getting charged extra for your Netflix password and your smartphone in the same week. Rude. And here's the kicker, the people these tariffs are supposed to help, they might be the ones hit hardest. Sure, it's about creating jobs and rebuilding local industries, but if regular folks can't afford the tools they need for work, school, and daily life, well, that's kind of like fixing a flat tire by setting the whole car on fire. So what's next for tech companies? companies. They've got a few not so fun options. They can eat the cost and pray shareholders don't riot. They can move production again. Think of it as musical chairs with factories. Or they can raise prices and hope customers don't notice until they're already locked into a payment plan. It's like playing 4D chess, but all the pieces are made of lava. Zooming out, this is just one chapter in the epic saga of global trade. Tariffs are becoming less about economics and more about flexing. It's not, let's work together, it's don't test me, bro. And if Vietnam is on the receiving end today, another country might be tomorrow. We're all just trying to dodge the next punch in this economic bar fight. So next time your friend gasps at the price of the latest iPhone, drop this truth bomb. It's not just because it has 7 cameras and a holographic pizza feature. It's tariffs, politics, global supply chains, and yes, maybe a little corporate greed. Suddenly your cracked screen isn't just functional, it's patriotic. In the end, this isn't just about phones or tariffs. It's about how big decisions trickle down into everyday life. It's about how buying a phone can now feel like betting on the stock market. And maybe, just maybe, it's about learning to live with a little less flash and a little more function. So hold on tight to your gadgets. Take care of them like they're your firstborn. And remember, every scratch tells a story. A story of inflation, tariffs, and a government that made your iPhone go from pricey to do I really need kidneys?